Hi everybody, hi squad goals. I am going to talk about an event. Let me start over. I'm flustered right now because my daughter was in here scheduling an appointment for my dog's grooming. Welcome to Squad Goals. Training on, hi there, hey Gina, I was just reading your text. Hey Crystal, Maribel, Selena, Daisy, Karina, hi. So it's so funny because, hi Candy, Angela, because I kid you not, every time I start vibing on a topic, in my head, like, oh, I should do a training on that, you guys come on and start asking questions. So I'm like, really got my finger on the pulse of this team, and it's a beautiful thing. Hi, Steph. And that was events this month. Well, not even just this month, because I'm just going to come on and talk about some stuff. Hi, Lisa. Randomly, and I need to close my door because it's kind of loud, so give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to put this in a trash can, please. It's literally all you've done all day. It's fine. Sorry guys, I just got my R2D2 shipment in. Hi Alejandra. Hi Berlin. Yes, I'm doing good day by day. I miss my friend entirely. She was I was just talking to my mom about this morning. Just real quick before we jump on. Carol, for those of you who don't know, lost her battle to cancer on Monday. I wouldn't even say she lost her battle because she fought to the very end. The very last breath, she fought to her very last breath. She waited for her husband to get home. It's a sweet story. It's a beautiful story. But she was taken up to heaven, and she's my best friend, and we got to keep going, right? I mean, I want to make her proud because she was my sponsor. She was my director. She's a blessing from God above. Like, I think we were sent to each other to make each other's lives better, because when she came in my life, I made her life better, and vice versa. When I came in her life, I made her life better, and when she came in my life, I made her life better. You guys get me? I don't know if I'm saying it right. I can't think straight. She literally brought Sensi into my world. She taught me how to love on my team, and that's why, you guys, I'm so passionate about loving on you guys, and because Carol showed me how to do that, and I want to make her proud. I want to continue to make her proud. She was the most genuine person I ever met in my life. She's the most giving person I've ever met in my life. We had a vulnerability with each other like no other. Yes, Carol was always encouraging everybody. She made time for everybody. She was just a giver, and she would show up at my door. And you know, we were best of friends. It was funny because anytime that I needed her, she would call out of nowhere, and I was like, Carol, how do you know I'm going through it right now? Or Carol, how did you know I just got this award? And we had this uncanny timing, like, and I would call her like, Carol, do you want to have lunch today? She's like, oh my God, Rihanna, yes, that's me. And it was just the best. And I was telling my mom, I don't think I'm ever going to have that type of friendship again. And not to talk badly about any of my current friends, but you guys feel me. Like, I think those type of friendships are so rare. And for instance, like, Gina came and brought me, she texted me this morning, and I know this is a training, it's going to go on YouTube, and I don't care, it's going to remind me for years and years to come. But Gina texted me this morning, and she was just like, hey, Ree, do you want a coffee? I literally had just opened up my refrigerator and seen that I was out of creamer, and I was like, oh God. And it was just like, you know, when you feel like, oh God, I'm so bummed or down, and then it's just like, great, now I don't have no coffee. Oh my God, my life. You know, that's how I was. And I was like, are you serious right now? So she brought me a McDonald's coffee that I'm still sipping on. It's probably cold. It's cold by now, but I've been sipping on as I've been working. And then she texted me, hey, do you want anything for the kids? And I was like, are you kidding me? And I sent her a picture. I was standing in front of the stove because I was mentally trying to prepare myself to make my kids breakfast, because I make my girls breakfast almost every single morning, or else I'll go grab him a croissant or something if I'm on the run. But I was just standing there and I was just trying to, I don't even know. I was just trying to put two and two together, you know, when you're kind of like, you're distracted or whatever. But I was like, are you kidding? I'm like, yeah, can you get him pancakes? So then she went to get him pancakes and I sent her money and she sent it back. And she's like, let me bless you, friend. But that type of friendship, not because she gave to me, but just because we're so in tune and they're rare. So I thank God for you, Gina. And I'm going to cry. But it was on time. And I appreciate all of you guys. So it wasn't about the pancakes and it wasn't about my cold coffee. It was about God saying, you will have that friendship again. And you do have those people here. So chin up, girlfriend. Right? So as you see, I'm here and I'm talking to you guys, no matter how hard it is. And I hope this is to lead by example, because we experience life. We experience loss. We experience tragedy. I'm sorry. Don't cry. I'm happy. I'm okay because I know where she's at. You guys, did you guys know? I don't think I told any of you guys this, but I had the pleasure of leading her to the Lord when she first found out she had cancer. And the very first thing that was put on my heart was pray with her. Have her accept Jesus as her Lord and Savior. And if you're not a believer, then that's fine. I'm not pushing my religion on you, but this is what I believe. And I led her to the Lord. So that's why I'm able to smile and laugh and reminisce and think, because I know she's in the presence of our amazing, wonderful God that created her and didn't want her to be in pain anymore. So now she's there. She's dancing with him. She's probably selling him Scentsy and talking about putting Scentsy Goes everywhere. And I miss her and I will always miss her. But Gina, you reminded me that it's still possible that those friendships will come and they will exist again, and just be with somebody different. So thank you. Okay. Anyways, okay, let's go ahead and talk about events. And I'm glad, you know, like, I don't want to break down, but at the same time, it is what it is. And when I go back, heaven is going to smell bomb. Before it's beautiful already, but imagine when we get up there, we're going to be like, oh my God, Carol, really? Like, you didn't leave any customers for me up here. It's going to be beautiful. Anyways, so let's talk about pop-ups. Let's talk about events. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to come on here right away, and I didn't want to wait till next month to do this training, was because summer's here, almost here. And during the summer, you guys, pop-up events are everywhere, everywhere. I'm not kidding. Okay, so what are pop-ups? What are events? That's what we call them. We call them events. We call them pop-ups. What they are is there's a certain coordinator that will pick a location and invite vendors, like artisans. What are artisans? Artisans are like handmade products, small shops, local vendors. They will invite them to come to a certain location and set up their product to sell to customers, okay? That's what an event is and what a pop-up is. Hi, Francis. So if you didn't know what it was, now you know what it is. If people are like, what are pop-ups? What are events? That's what it is. I used to do so many pop-ups, you guys. Like every single weekend I would do pop-ups. And I loved it at the time. Hi, Jacqueline. At the time, that's what my business contained of or consisted of, was events after events after events, till I realized, and this is my story, your guys is maybe different, and that's why I'm here training on this, because I want you guys to see if events and pop-ups are things for you. For me, at that time, it was my bread and butter, my main way. Okay, so I don't do them anymore. I just did one recently because my girlfriend Monique, that is with Abigail Foundation, big on breast cancer awareness, big on women empowerment. As you know, she did the little dress donation that we had, and I support that. That's something big, and we bonded together. So anytime she needs me, I will do a pop-up for her or with her. Not even for her, because it's also for my business, but I'll partner with her. And she does the Fashion Fridays in Santa Fe Springs, so we're kind of linked with that. But as of now, I don't want to do fundraiser. I don't want to do pop-ups because, and here's why, because I started Scentsy so that I wouldn't have to do my 9 to 5 anymore and be on somebody else's schedule. So I started getting committed to these events every single weekend, and I was missing my girls' softball games on the weekend. And I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't balance out. So it just didn't work for me anymore. It got me to where I needed to be at that point in my business or in my life, and then I took it and then I put it on the shelf. I loved doing them, but I don't enjoy it now, if that makes sense. Just because I miss my daughter's games and I don't want to do that anymore. Okay, so what is the benefit of events and pop-ups? Okay. Absolutely, Berlin. That's what we're going to do right now, girlfriend. One of the main benefits, our first instinct is to think sales. I'm going to sell. And sales are great. For events, you guys, the main benefit is networking. And what do I mean by networking? I'm not gonna elaborate too much on each topic. I'm just gonna fly, but I'm going to tell you that I'm gonna elaborate a little bit more on benefits, because you get to meet other small shops, other vendors, get to see how they set up, get to start to pick their brain. My suggestion, I know some of us are shy, and I know some of us are just as doing the pop-up alone is stepping out of our comfort zone, but I do want to encourage you to make sure you go up to every single vendor, introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Angela with Scentsy. Nice to meet you. Have a successful event. I hope you have a successful event. Let's go get it. Like something, right? Go introduce yourself to other people, not only because it's just proper, right? But also, if you start to build a relationship with these other vendors, they're going to start to be in contact with you and say, hey, I just found out about this event. Let me know if you want to do it. They don't have a Scentsy girl. Or you guys can start messaging each other. Hey, let me know if there's an event, and I'll let you know if there's an event, and we'll link up and follow each other on social media, and they could send their people to you, and you could send their people to them. You get what I mean about networking? Make yourself known. Introduce yourself to the people that are there. Exactly, Angela. Hi, Kathy. Then would be to meet new customers and have sales. Expanding your customer base is great for events. We're going to get into that and talk about how we do that and stuff like that. But that's one of the benefits of being at events, because now you're being exposed to other people that you normally wouldn't be exposed to. So take that into mind. And then sales, I would say, lastly. Okay, so sales you're going to have some events where you do spectacular. I think the most I've done an event was like 1,800. Then there were the in-between times, and then there was an event where I sold one bar. I paid $50 for the event. We'll talk about that in a second. And I sold one bar. But I knew this event, like as it was going, I can feel the vibe. They didn't have signs up. They didn't put balloons. They didn't advertise other than what I've done. And I'm going to talk about that as well. But I knew that was the direction that event was going. So I had to put my thinking cap on, and I had to say, make things happen. Go network your butt off. Go talk to the coordinator. Go figure things out. And talk to the coordinator. What I mean is like, hey, do you need anything done right now? Do you want me to go put up some signs? Like I wasn't trying to step on her toes. I didn't say, why isn't there signs? Or I didn't say, this is really dead. Please, you guys, have respect, because they went on a limb to put an event together, and they're not always going to hit. It's going to be hits, and there's going to be misses. There are going to be some in the middle, and that is what it is. But I wanted to make myself useful, and I started to shop from the other vendors, because you know what? Like, if I have the money and there's something cute, I'm going to go buy it. I'm not going to be like, well, nobody bought from me. So, when people see your heart, and when people start to get to know you, they're going to follow you. They're going to become a friend. They're going to become a fan. They're going to become a customer. Okay. Now, where to find events? There's so many different ways, you guys. Networking is one of them. That's how you start to talk to other vendors. Go on social media. Start to follow some local vendors, some small shops, some artisans. You can type in handmade. You could type in small business owner on the search tag and see what it brings up, and see what's in your community, and start to follow those people, start to engage. But there's Facebook groups called SoCal Vendor Events, or just put vendor in the search bar in Facebook, or pop-up shops or something like that in the search bar on your Facebook search tab, and it'll bring up a bunch of different groups. There's a bunch of them on Facebook. I took myself out of all of them because, again, I'm not doing events right now, but there's SoCal vendors, there's pop-up events for you. There's a bunch of stuff. You guys just go on Facebook and search the keyword pop-up, or search the keyword vendor event, or search the word small business. Yay, Miguel, I cannot wait to hear about it. Can you please post? I want to see what you're doing. My phone is going bananas. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. So yeah. And on your Instagram, you can search hashtag small business event, vendor event, pop-up event, and all this stuff will come up. So that's how you start to find events. Please, if you see somebody, for instance, my event is Fashion Fridays, Abigail ABF Foundation in Santa Fe Springs. If you know that that's my pop-up, please don't go for it. Like, if I know Gina's having an event, say at Mamacita's in Whittier, I'm not going to go for that and be like, oh, do you need a vendor like the next time it's posted? Because I see that she's already kind of working with them. And a perfect example is, like, let me say this. There's no zones. There's nobody that says you can only do events in this city. You can only, this is where you can, you're in Whittier, so you can't do Downey. Or no, you can be everywhere and anywhere. But if you know one of your teamies on here on Squad Goals has that event on lock, please do not try to take that event from them, because I don't like that, you guys. It's just not cool. But if they are, if they're reaching out to you, if there's a vendor reaching out to you, and they obviously don't have a solid relationship with the previous Scentsy vendor, or they weren't happy with the previous Scentsy vendor, or whatever. So that's fine, but please do not target a specific event if you know one of your sisters or brothers are already doing that event. Integrity, guys, okay? Now, some of the places that we do vendor events ask for a seller's permit. Not all of them, very rare. What that is it's a tax permit that you can get from Scentsy themselves. So if you are doing an event and they say seller's permit required or tax permit required, then you need to email accountservices@Scentsy.com, and they will email you a certificate for your state to be able to set up and sell there. I don't know if any of you knew that, but if you didn't, if they're asking for one, you do not need to have one of your own. I have mine because I had my shirt shop that I do for kids and moms and stuff like that. So I resell, I sell. I have to have state taxes and all that, so I had to follow the guidelines. Like, it's a legit business. So I have my own, so I don't ever need one from Scentsy. But if they're asking for that, all you have to do is email accountservices@Scentsy.com and say, in the subject line, you can say tax permit, and then just say, hi, I'm in California, I need a tax permit by this date, and they will email you a copy. Then you just print it, make sure you have it with you. Some people will ask for you to show it when you get there. Some people just want you to have it in case there's any type of inspection or something like that. It rarely happens. I think I had to use it once, and we had to show it when we were going in. Here's my tax permit. But they're very rare that you ever have to use that. And they're usually good for a couple years, so you only usually have to ask for it once and then just keep it in your files, okay? It'll say on there too. It'll say the expiration date. Okay, next. Now you found your event, so now what? You want to make sure your booth stands out, and it will always stand out for the most part, especially if we have electricity, and that's something I'm going to talk about. You do not, let me say this first, you do not need a lot of inventory to do a pop-up event, but be prepared to know how to pitch and ask, well, I don't have that here, but I can definitely get it ordered for you. Shipping is on me, or whatever you want to say. Shipping, blah, blah, I'll pay half, you pay half, whatever you want to say for that. A lot of people, don't get me wrong, when you attend these events, they want to cash and carry, which means they want product to be able to take home because they don't know you, first of all. So they're kind of second guessing, like, am I going to even get this product from this chick? So make sure that you have a catalog on hand. And if you do not have a lot of product, what I do suggest is you print out some pictures, some gorgeous lifestyle type of pictures of warmers, and put them up and think, oh, what's that one? Well, I don't have it in stock, but I can definitely order that for you. That's why I printed it. And average shipping time is anywhere from 5 to 10 business days. I can have it shipped directly to you, or if you'd like, I can drop it off to you if you're local. So you have to have that pitch ready. Don't let not having a lot of inventory stop you. Okay, so you can build up. And I'm going to do a whole training on building your inventory with little to no money out of pocket. Okay, I'm going to do that also, but that's not what this is about today. Okay. What I do suggest is that you practice, if this is your first one, I do suggest that you practice your setup at home first. That's what I did when I first started doing events, because I'm very particular, and I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything, and I always forget something anyways, no matter what. Then I practice setting up everything that I'm going to talk to you guys about right now. And you remember, you want your booth to stand out. You do not need a lot of inventory. Practice your setup. Now, we want to make it appealing, right? So on your setup, I do suggest, this is not mandatory, this is just what I do. I'm going to spit to you guys what I do. Take it for what it is. If you want to use it, use it. If you don't. If you want to use part of it, great. I won't get my feelings hurt, I promise. So use different eye levels. Okay, when you're setting up, do you see how I have my warmers over there? Take a stand up top, then I have one warmer a little bit below it and 2 mini warmers. That's just a very vague example, but that's what I mean, different eye levels. Because if everything's just kind of all the way across, it's gonna kind of be you want to try to get people to look like, oh, okay, so there's gonna be something that's gonna stand out that catches their eye. So try to use different eye levels. And trust me, I'm going to talk about the warmer stand and all that. We're going to get to it. Now, some events are going to have the option to pay for electricity. Some are going to say no electricity, and some are going to say bring your own extension cord. When you do your events, that's one question you want to ask if it's not in the description. Is there going to be electricity? If there is, great. Is it an additional charge? Or do I just have to bring my extension cord to plug into the generator? If there is not provided electricity, can I bring my own generator? Mine is really quiet. It's very pricey, but I got it at Home Depot for about $500. Turned around and just paid it back off when I got paid. So it kind of paid for itself, and then I'm reusing it and all that, and it takes gas. But you have to ask, if there is no electricity, can I bring my own generator? Because some places do not want generators, they do not want electricity, they don't want anything, it's just cut and dry. So I would say 95% of the events that I did said, yes, go ahead and bring your generator. I would just set up my generator and plug in from there. Okay, so find out. Make sure you bring your extension cords if they do have electricity, and make sure you bring your power strip so that you can plug in multiple sources, okay? Now, what's next? I bring tables. I do 2 tables. I'll either set up like a V so the customers can walk into it. Because remember, if you do side by side and leave the opening open, a lot of people don't walk in to a pop-up or to a tent, because then they feel like, oh, now it's going to be awkward if I don't buy anything. I don't want to go in there because the girl's sitting right there and I have to walk into this kind of tunnel-looking thing. Do your setup how you want to. But I am speaking from about 2.5 years worth of experience. I tried this table walk in. I've tried different types of setting. For me, I like the V setting, because they're comfortable enough to approach the table, but they don't have to go inside my tent. You know what I mean? So I do 2 6-foot tables like a V opening up to them. So they can walk up, they can swoop in and out. They're not going in. They don't feel like they're committing. You know what I mean? So I take 2 6-foot tables, set them up like that, and I put tablecloths on them. Now, tablecloths you can get from the Scentsy Consultant Workstation, or you can get them from anywhere. You can do plastic, you can do cloth, you can make your own, however, whatever, do whatever you have. Do whatever you want. It's up to you. Your setup is your setup. I'm just giving my opinion, okay? So yes, you can get them from Vistaprint. You can get them from the consultant store. You can get them from Michael's. You can get them from the Dollar Tree if you want the plastic ones. Party City has the paper type. There's so many, you guys, so just figure it out. I make sure you have tablecloths though, because it looks way more professional. And remember, we want to be appealing, okay? Make sure that you have some type of thank you bags ready to go with your information. And here is mine. Follow me on social media. I have my Instagram, I have my Facebook, I have my YouTube, I have my number and my name right there. And inside is just a small little thank you. It's a scent circle, a body sample, a scent of the month sample, and my little candy. Simple, easy, right? Because I want these people to stay in contact with me. And if it's easy for them to see, oh, cool, let me just, before I throw this away, let me follow this chick on Instagram before I need a refill so I can follow her, okay? And then, okay, look, for the most part, you guys, my YouTube is training for consultants, but it also talks about joining. And it also is going to spark up a curiosity for my customers, like, oh, what is she doing here? Oh, she trains her team like this? Oh, this sounds fun. Wait, you know, I put my YouTube on there for that, okay? Make sure you have those ready to go. I only do these for people who purchase. And Laura and I were having a conversation about this last week. She asked me, what do you give people that just ask for a business card? I don't do business cards anymore. It's up to you. The last time I had business cards, you guys, it says director. Okay, and I still have like probably 10 left. But it's up to you. You can do business cards all you want. The ones that just come and ask for a business card or samples. Oh, do you have samples? Oh, no, I don't have samples for you, but here's my product sheet and has my information on there. Go ahead and give me a call if you like. If you like, I can give you my information. I can get your information and send you a catalog out in the mail. Most of them, to be honest, they don't want that. They want samples for free, or they just want to kind of walk through and they feel bad for leaving and not buying anything. So, oh, okay, well, let me contact you later. Do you have a business card? Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't do these anymore. It's not because I don't like them, or I just feel like, to me, they're not a useful tool. To everybody is different. To each their own, okay? I know Desiree just made some cute insert cards. Those I would make and give away to my customers in their orders. You can use them as your business cards. You can use whatever you want, okay? But that's what I do. I only give these type of things for people that purchase. Those that don't, I give them a product tear sheet. That's the long tear sheets. I don't have any left. A long tear sheets that you get from the consultant store that has the product on them, okay? Also, you know what I didn't do? Shoot, I wonder if I have it in my phone. I make a stand that says Venmo. Here's my Venmo code to be able to pay, so that when people are ready to pay, they walk up and they just scan my code. I think I do have it in here. Hold on. Oh, it's in Canva, actually. Hold on. And I print that and I put it in a little plastic stand so that it's just set up right there. Oh, do you take Venmo? Yeah, girlfriend, I do. Oh, what's your Venmo? Oh, just scan that little code. Okay, so. Come on. Really? Okay. That's it. I print it. I'd rather people pay me Venmo than anything, so that's why I have it. I do take PayPal. I do take other things, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that next. But I prefer Venmo. Okay, so I print this, simple, made on Canva. Get your QR code. You can do that through Canva. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can pull your Venmo QR code straight from Venmo. Okay, so I just print that and have it there. I also, this one doesn't have it. Shoot, this wasn't my updated one, actually. On my updated one, all this stuff is moved up, and it says be part of my VIP group, and it has my QR code to scan to be added to my VIP group on Facebook also, okay? I'll show you guys. I will fix it or find the other one, and I will post it in the comments so you guys can see what I mean. Because you guys, I want to link with these people. I want them to want to be part of my VIP. I want to keep in contact with them. That's the main goal, okay? Now, some people take Venmo. Some people take all of the above, okay? Venmo, PayPal, PayPal me here. There's a Square. I don't use the Square, you guys, because they charge too much, okay? I feel like it's too much for the unit. I feel like it's too much they charge. But if you don't feel that way, use Square. I use PayPal here. They also charge a percentage. I believe it's 2% of the sale. I take credit card. I take cash. I do not take check. Did I say credit card? I take Apple Pay. If you don't have an iPhone, I don't know if Droids have something, but I do Apple Pay. So you can use everything and anything. You can use one thing. I do suggest you do some other form other than cash, though, because not everybody carries cash and you might lose sales because of that, okay? And in regards to cash, always have change. I get $40 in fives and $40 in ones, and I have that on me, and I have this little cute little fanny pack apron thingy that I got from Scentsy. I don't think it's still available anymore, but that's how it's like a little apron, and I keep my money in there, I keep my pens in there, and all this stuff. But I'll show you guys in a second what else, okay? Now, I also use letterboards like this. This is one of my older ones. I pulled it out the other day and I was laughing because I was like, oh my gosh, it's so messed up. I really need to get a new one. It lights up. I'm able to communicate. I like to put the name of the event so that I can tie in, and the coordinator will screenshot my table and post it. And come visit your Scentsy vendor at ABF Foundation or whatever we're doing at that time. Whittier Mamacitas or Uptown Ladies or whatever, and I'll put that. Or the one that I just recently did, I put join today for $20. Okay, so I want to highlight stuff. You can put your name if you want, but I want something that's going to lead to something. So it's either going to be the event name, and you can change it halfway through the event. You have the letters. You can put the event name so that your table is a target to screenshot and tag. Okay, or you can do the $20 join special or work from home. You want to put something that's going to trigger somebody's emotion to want to take a picture of it or come to your table or ask good questions about joining, okay? I also use a letterboard warmer. I used the letterboard warmer as well on Friday. On my last Friday, joined for $20 with a little heart. Okay? Always have light bulbs, because you're going to come across people that either have a Scentsy girl already, but they need light bulbs, and it's not too big of a deal to buy from somebody else if they need light bulbs right away. Or you're going to have somebody that says, oh my gosh, I had warmers and my light bulbs went out. I don't have a Scentsy girl anymore, so I didn't know where to buy the light bulbs. So make sure you have light bulbs, the 15 watt, the 20 watt, the 25 watt, the Edison bulb. The most popular ones are the 15 and the 25 watt. So make sure you have some of those in stock. Okay. Now, the warmer stands that I have were all purchased through Kathleen Barrios. Her husband makes them. Okay, we used to get them, she used to deliver them at Wendy's house, and we had the monthly meetings, but since we don't do those anymore, you're going to probably have to pick up. She lives in Long Beach. They range anywhere from $35 to like $125. There's a tier one that I have. There's a standing one. There's a straight wall one. And you guys can make them yourself. Other people's husbands make them for them. My husband's not an electrician or doesn't know how to do that kind of stuff, so I buy mine. You could also look for some on eBay. You can look for some on Amazon. They have all kinds of stuff. I guess you would say electrical tower or something like that. And it's cute to have something like that set up and plugged in. That way you're able to show what the warmers look like set up. Let me see if I have it here. I wanted to be able to, in case you guys didn't see and you don't know what I'm talking about, I wanted to show you my picture real quick. Most of you guys know, but for the newbies, like, what is she talking about? I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Warmer. Then I have the standing straight up warmer stand. Okay, so all of those are what Kathleen Barrios' husband, Ernie, makes. So I can put her contact number in the comments and you guys could text her and let her know that I referred you. So she's like, who are you contacting me from? And I'll let her know that I'm going to put it on there too because it helps them out as well. Also, I take either a cooler or an ice chest so that I can keep waters in there, snacks, stuff like that, so I don't have to spend a lot of money on food there and drinks. If I want to support whatever vendor it is that's selling food and drinks, great, no problem. But there's sometimes where we don't have the extra money to do that. So get a cooler, put some ice, put some water, some soda, some whatever, and take some snacks there. So you don't have to spend a lot of money, okay? Also, wear comfy shoes. I know a lot of us want to look cute in our wedges and all this stuff, and do it. If you can last for 4 to 6 hours in it, then fine, do it. But I wear like either sandals or tennis shoes because you're going to be on your feet most of the time. I also take an extra bag with a sweater just in case it gets cold. I usually, if it's hot, I'll go in shorts and a tank top, Scentsy geared up. And I'll take leggings and a hoodie for later in case it gets cold, okay? Then I also take a phone charger because you need your phone charged in order to be able to charge people and make sure your phone's not dead and to keep me entertained during the slow hours. I also take a chair. I don't sit too much, you guys, and I don't think it looks right when you approach a table and somebody's sitting and they're talking to you and you're sitting and you're like, oh yeah, like it looks, to me it looks lazy. If you have to sit because either your legs hurt or you're uncomfortable or health reasons, I get it. But for the most part, we should be standing, we should be networking, we should be saying hi to people as they're walking by, even if they're not coming into your booth. Hi there, how are you? You know who the best was at that? Carol. Carol was the best at. She'd be like, hey, beautiful day today, right? And they were just, hi, yeah, it's so beautiful. They were walking by. They had no intent in coming into her booth, but she made them feel welcome to the event. And that's what we need to do. And guess what? The coordinators are going to see that, and they're going to want you back, okay? You're not just sitting down ignoring everybody. As it's getting hot, you guys, during the summer, our bars can and will melt from being in the direct sun. There is what is called a ice pool floaty or something like that. It's this large white floaty looking thing that has a rim all the way around it. You just fill the bottom up with ice or put ice packs and then put your bars on top, okay? It's $24 on Amazon. I may be able to find a cheaper one, but that's the one that I used. And ice packs would probably be the best way to go so that the ice doesn't melt and then the wax is full of water. I mean, the tub is full of water. Save your ice packs from Scentsy that they're sending now. Save those, put them in the freezer the night before, and then lay them across your little blow up inflatable thing. Let me see if I can show you. I want to be able to give you guys as many tools as possible so that you guys feel confident. White inflatable ice tray. Here we go. Actually, this one's $20.99 right now. Okay, they look like this. You don't have to put the ice. You can use ice packs. You can get your own. You can use the one Scentsy sends you, okay? I can also post this in the comments, the link, if you guys want that, okay? That way our waxes don't melt. That one's $20. It's actually on sale. When I got it, I think it was $24. I make sure to take order forms and a clipboard so that even if they're not ordering you guys, we should be writing receipts, okay? Why do we want to write receipts? Because we want these people's information. We want their name so that we know who they are. We want their address so we could send them Happy Mail. We want their email so we can email them stuff when it comes out. And we want their phone number so that we can text them and say, thank you so much for stopping by my booth today. Let me know if you'd like me to add you to my VIP group. Let me know if you'd like to be part of my sample club. I appreciate you supporting my business or whatever, okay? Every single sale, I do not care if it's one bar or one light bulb or 1 cent circle. We need to be getting their information with every single sale. Now, usually what I do is I will say, okay, great. Hold on. Okay, great. Just fill out the highlighted part while I bag up your order. And hey, I just seen a cute summer theme one at Michael's. Oh, awesome. Gina, can you post? Well, it's not Michael's, so go find it there, guys. Then I'll say, hey, your warmer has a lifetime warranty, so go ahead and fill out all the information on top so that I'm able to keep track of you. No, not keep track of you. I'm able to find you in the system in case anything happens to your warmer. Is that true? Yes, 100%. They do have a lifetime warranty. Do I need their address? No, I don't. But if they're able to contact me and I'm able to stay in contact with them, if their warmer does go out and they lose my information, guess what? I'm following up with them because I put their address and stuff and email and phone number in my contact information. I'm able to be like, hey, Teresa, I'm just following up with the warmer you bought last month for me. How's it going? Do you need more wax? Do you have any questions? Oh, you know what? I'm so glad you reached out to me because my light bulb went out and I didn't know how to get a hold of you. Or you know what? It's not working and I didn't know how to get a hold of you. Well, you can put the sticker on the box. You can do all that. They usually throw the box away. So we need to get this information to do our part to follow up with them, okay? These clipboards you can get from the Scentsy Consultant store. I believe they're still there. If they're not, go to Dollar Tree. They have plain ones. They have bigger ones. I always take about 5 or 6 pens. And I keep them in my little apron that I have. But yes, so take something because that way you can give them this and they can write their information on, okay? Also, I always have a couple catalogs on hand, but I do not hand those out to customers that are asking me for catalogs that do not make purchases because those catalogs are not cheap. They're not expensive, but they're not cheap either, and I don't want to just be handing out catalogs to people that walk up to my table and say, oh, can I have a catalog? Oh, I don't have a catalog, but here is a product tear sheet. It has all my information, and my website's also on the bottom for a full view of our catalog, okay? Or I say, I don't have a catalog on me, but I can go ahead and text you the digital one. What is your information? Ding. Now I just got her cell phone number. Okay, so I'm going to say, here we go. What's your number? Okay, da-da-da. Hi, it's Rihanna. I'm going to send it to you right now. Okay, hi, it's Rihanna. Here's your digital catalog. And then I paste the digital catalog link and then send. I screenshot because I'm always too busy. I screenshot it in my phone, and then the next day I will say, hi there, Teresa, I'm just following up to make sure you got the digital catalog that I sent you. Okay, it's all about customers, retaining, getting information, making new customers, networking. It's all about getting their information. Yes, Angela, very important. Some people do banners. I don't do banners. I never did banners. I did banners for my other business that I had, and I had my cute little setup and all that. I don't do it for Scentsy. Will I never do it? No, absolutely I will. It's cute. It looks more professional. It looks more put together. You don't need it. You do not need it to set up, okay? But if you want to do banners for the back or for your table, you can use Vistaprint. You can use through the consultant store. There's all kinds of stuff for you to find there, okay? Or there's other print shops you can go and put your logo on and stuff like that, okay? Take different price points worth of stuff. Don't take only $50 warmers, and don't take only $3 scent circles because that's what you think. Give people different price point options, whatever you have. If you have a diffuser, take a diffuser. If you have the deluxe, take the deluxe. If you have mini warmers, take them. Take a little bit of everything so that there's different points, price points for people, because some people want to spend a little bit more and some people don't want to spend that much, but they still want something, right? Now, some of the events ask for a raffle donation. As you know, for per vendor. Most of the time it's anywhere from $15 to $25. I will do like a room spray. If it's $25, I'll do a mini warmer and a bar. But make sure, you guys, that that stuff has your information. Don't just put it in a bag and say, here you go. Make sure on the warmer box is your information, on your room spray it's your information, because you are not going to have direct contact with these people. Okay? Usually when they win the prize, they get the prize and they leave and you never hear from them again. Some vendors I'll go up to the coordinator and I'll say, oh, can I get that winner's information so I can send a congratulatory text? And most of them will give it to you, but some don't get their information. It's a you must be here type of win. So they win, they grab their stuff and they go. So if they fall in love with this product, now what? How are they going to reach you? They're not going to reach you if your information is not on there. They're going to go to Scentsy.com and find their nearest consultant. Okay, so make sure you have your information on there. Put some glitter. Put your stickers on there. Contact me if you have any questions. To get a refill, slap that on your bar, the sticker, whatever. Make sure it's on there. Okay. Let me clarify on this because somebody's asking about raffles. We cannot do raffles like us, like, oh, purchase a $5 ticket to be entered into winning this McDonald's warmer. We can't do that. We can never do raffles. I don't think that's what you're saying, Marisela, but I just want to clarify for those that may be confused when I said raffles. Some of these coordinators want product donated to you for their guests. These people are not purchasing tickets to buy any type of that. They're just attending the event and they get a raffle ticket once they enter into the event, okay? In no way are we ever allowed to do drawings, raffles for product. $3 a ticket, I will announce winner later. We can't do that, okay? Please, you guys will lose your business. We will lose our business if we do that. Make sure you guys bring some music because sometimes it's really quiet. Sometimes the vendor doesn't have it. What I do, you guys, if the event is going to be at night, I string lights around my canopy. I do the outdoor lighting that you can get from Costco, you can get from anywhere, from Home Depot, from Lowe's. I string that around my canopy in the beginning so that it's already ready to set up. I literally just have to plug it into my extension cord, okay? Let me ask, is there any questions that you guys have for me that I haven't touched on? I think I covered from start to finish. Once the event is over, oh yeah, and take bags for your sales. Take clear bags, paper bags, whatever you want. So that way when they purchase something, you put it in a bag and they're not walking away holding a stack of bars or holding their box warmer. Make sure you have bags for your sales. Do you guys have any questions that I did not touch on so that I can address it live on this video before I end it? Because I think, also, please do not ever complain to other vendors about the event. Oh my gosh, there's nobody here. Oh my gosh, I thought this was going to be better. Oh my gosh, please don't do that. There's going to be times where you're frustrated and stuff like that, but keep it to yourself or whoever you're with during your event. Because, you guys, word spreads and you don't want to be that negative person. They're going to be like, that chick is never invited back here again. Stay positive. Make sure that you are an asset to have. Let's see. Never knock other vendors or companies. If anybody ever comes up to you and says, oh, I buy my stuff from Bath and Body Works. That's awesome, girl. I know they have a ton of stuff that smells good. Here, have you ever tried something like this? This is a similar fragrance to what Bath and Body Works has. Our wax is food grade paraffin wax. Did you know that our cleaners don't have any harmful chemicals such as pneumonia or phosphates? Like, talk ourselves up without putting down another company, without putting down the comparable, the competitor wax company that is known out there, and I don't even need to mention their name. Do not put down other Walmart or Target or any of that, because that's ugly. Don't do it. Our product is so good that all we have to do is talk about our product because it's that good and it sells enough on its own. Do you charge taxes on stuff you sell? Good question, Miguel. I personally do not, but it is up to you. 100%. It is your question. Sylvia, good question. Do we have to pay for events? Yes, you have. Majority of the time, they do charge, and they charge anywhere from like $20 to a raffle gift to. The most I've paid for an event was $200, but it was because it was a 3-day event at a country festival, and it was a huge amount of crowd, huge crowd. So let me say this, and I'm glad you reminded me about the pain, Sylvia, because I want you guys to be careful, because on some of these vendor events, since we live in a world that just sometimes people take from people, there are people that will do fake events and have people send them Venmo and then go ghost. Okay, so make sure that the event you are trying to be part of is reputable. If you see any type of people saying, oh no, this person scammed me out of $40 last time, or this is the same crew, on that Facebook vendor page, you're going to see some people pop up and be like, big event in Las Vegas, $250, and then they have like all these people sending them $250, and then they go ghost. You guys just make sure that what you're doing is legit. Okay. I think any more questions? If I'll wait like 1 or 2 minutes before I go ahead and end it. But those are all good questions. And what I do, you guys, after my event, I don't keep any of that money, to be honest, that I make on the sales. I turn around and put it right back into ordering more inventory, because now guess what? Now I got more PRV. Now I'm able to order more recent stuff or stock up on scent circles. This is how we continue to be able to gift our customers, gift whatever we want to do without coming out of pocket. Okay, so that's what I do. If I make $400 on at an event, I will take about $60 and order a whole new group of scent circles. I will buy more mini warmers. If I sold 3 mini warmers, I replace 3 mini warmers. That's how you keep your inventory consistent and building. Okay, so I don't go and be like, oh, I made $400. Let's go shopping. I mean, you can. It's up to you. It's your business. Do what you want. But now you spent that $400 and now you're out of the inventory. Unless you don't need the inventory, then fine. But I would still put it back, because I'm trying to build my business. So I'm gonna get the new fragrances. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get all this stuff. Okay, so be smart with the money you make there. If you want to take $20 and keep it to yourself, if you made $200, you want whatever. It's your business. Do what you want, but be smart. Make sure you have what you need for your next event, always and forever. Please do not sign up for events and then be like, I don't have anything. Now I'm going to go ask everybody if I can borrow their stuff. Borrowing people's stuff is fine, but make sure you reorder it right away. If that's what you guys are doing, do not say, oh, I'm going to order in 2 weeks. No, girlfriend, order right away if you borrowed from somebody and get their product right back to them. I know sponsors lend stuff out. I've lent stuff out before too, and I'm very clear, like, okay, cool. As soon as your event's over, go ahead and reorder whatever you sold of mine, da-da-da-da. Marisela says, do you keep your limited edition warmers? Did you just sell it, especially if it's an extra that you had? Limited edition as in RTD2, I will sell 100%. I don't keep any of them, to be honest. I have a stitch that a customer bought. I have RTD2. I have an extra one of R2D2, but I'm not doing events, but I'm going to have it here with me so that if any of my customers want it, then I have it available to them. But I don't keep any limited edition. It's up to you guys, though. It's your business. Do what you want. Any other questions? Make sure you have your diffusers plugged in with water and oil. Oh, also, what I do is when I open up and plug in my warmers, I'll put a cube in each warmer. And then I'll take cotton cleanup. So if somebody purchases that warmer, I just kind of wipe it clean and then box it up. And I let them know this is a brand new warmer. I just opened it today. But if you'd like, I can reorder you one that has not been plugged in, or you can take this one today. And then they always say, no, I'll take that one. That's fine. They're brand new. So it's up to you. How much inventory do you need to have? You don't need a lot, Sylvia. You do not need a lot. You can have one of each item and then reorder something else, or you can let them take that. It's up. I addressed that in the beginning of this live, you can go back and listen a little bit more in detail, but you do not need a lot. Do not let that stop you from having an event, because you can always order. You just got to be ready to pitch it to them. I don't have this in stock, but I can totally order it for you right now. 5 to 7 business days, get it shipped straight to you. Okay? Confident and not seeming like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have it. Who cares? Nor we're not technically supposed to carry inventory. Like, we're not supposed to have a bunch of inventory that we just sit on. Okay? And that's another thing. Do not stock up and stock up and stock up, purchasing out of pocket to buy, to have for an event, to have on stock. Unless you're going to have an event, you guys shouldn't be spending money like that for inventory. Get your stuff for free with your half offs and your host credit. Get your stuff, get it half off, and then turn around and flip it at full price. Get it for free and sell it for full price. Be patient with the building of your inventory, because otherwise you're going to come out of pocket and be stuck with all this inventory, and then you're going to get frustrated, and then you're going to be upset, but it's because you did that. Nobody told you to do that. Build your inventory little by little by using your half-offs and your rewards, your host rewards, and then build up, and it's even more greater because you're getting even more profit because you paid half off for that, or you got it free, and now you're getting it full price paid. Right? Does that make sense? Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and comment this. I will upload this to YouTube on my YouTube page. I will also post the YouTube link on the bottom so you can follow me on YouTube for other trainings. Yeah, happy Wednesday, guys. I'm about to head out and do some deliveries for my surprise boxes. If you didn't get to watch my surprise box training, you can watch that also on YouTube, and you can watch that here on Facebook on Squadables. All right, you guys, have a happy Wednesday, and let's finish this week strong. Love you guys.